Yes, we pediatricians feel that it is very important.
Measles, mumps, chickenpox. In all, 7 vaccinations are required to go to school in Texas.
We feel that vaccines are the best way to prevent many diseases.
But check, sign, and notarize, and a parent can opt their child out.
It is parents that should be calling the shots and not the government.
Texas law allows parents to file a conscientious exemption to the state-required immunizations. No religious or medical explanation needed. In the past decade, the percentage of Texas kindergartners whose parents filed a vaccine exemption has nearly tripled, a trend some say is concerning.
Okay, I'll shuffle them.
When it comes to their health,
How do you shuffle big cards?
the Pinion triplets have been dealt a challenging hand.
One.
Born at 25 weeks, doctors gave them a less than 50% chance of surviving. Now, 11 years old, they've beat the odds, but their mother still worries about them getting sick as their immune systems remain weak.
I'm always worried that if they get it, it's not like your average child. I know that it'll be like a stay in the hospital, or it'll be more detrimental to them, and it might shorten their lifespan.
So for Liz Pignon, when determining which school is best for her kids, the key number is 95%. According to the CDC, that's the percentage of vaccinated students in a school needed to protect against an outbreak of a preventable disease like the measles. It's known as herd immunity. The CBS News Texas I-Team filed dozens of public records requests and found, based on that 95% threshold, more than 160 public schools in North Texas are at risk of an outbreak. That's in addition to the more than 80 North Texas private schools. At these schools, more than 5% of students have filed a vaccine exemption.
No matter how many times you hear that we are trying to limit access to vaccines, it's simply not true.
Rebecca Hardy is the president for Texans for Vaccine Choice. She says her organization's mission is to help parents make informed decisions about vaccinations, as well as educate Texas parents on how they can file for an exemption.
All Americans should research any vaccine that they're about to inject into their body.
While COVID vaccines are not required to attend school in Texas, Hardy, as well as doctors, say the pandemic has led some to rethink long-standing school vaccines. And the data backs that up. Remember this chart? Now zoom in. Exemptions have been going up for the past decade, but since COVID, there's been a sharp increase.
Are you concerned about this trend?
Very concerned. So we definitely think that all of our patients should be vaccinated.
Dr. Christina Tamez is a pediatrician at Parkland's Health Clinic in Dallas.
And my biggest concern as a pediatrician and as a parent is that we're going to start to see outbreaks of these diseases that we have been, we thought were eradicated, and now are coming back.
Health officials today saying measles in the United States has now hit a new milestone. Look at that number, 764 cases.
After a measles outbreak in 2019, lawmakers in the state of Washington passed a bill ending philosophical exemptions for the measles vaccine. The result, according to the state's health department, has been an increase in vaccination rates and no major outbreaks. Other states in recent years have too limited exemptions in an effort to reverse the vaccination trend. Texas is not among them.
I encourage questions. I encourage parents to do their research, to look up any questions they may have about particular vaccines, and we can discuss it. And hopefully with time they can see that these are safe vaccines, and not only are they safe, we feel that they are effective and they help to prevent these diseases.
Shouldn't we be listening to doctors when it comes to issues like vaccinations?
I encourage all parents to talk to their doctor and make these informed decisions together. What we have seen, however, is that doctors across the state are dismissing parents for even asking a question about vaccines.
I am worried.
Pignon says she believes this trend will continue, with more Texas parents opting out of vaccinating their children. A decision she says could impact the health of their kids and of hers.
I think we also have to think of, the greater good, all of us, right? If we're in a public school, I would hope you want to help protect my children too.